Recently, the 43-year-old Crown Prince of Albania got engaged again, and his second wife-to-be is only 27. Their engagement ceremony was lavish, held as a seaside party and attended by descendants of European royalty. The Crown Prince's fiancée wore a champagne-colored silk satin floor-length gown and styled her hair in a French updo, earning comments that her look was influencer style. The couple embraced tightly, looking very much in love. It has been only 6 months since the Crown Prince finalized his divorce from his ex-wife, and he is already set to marry his second princess. His new love is young and beautiful, sparking accusations of a homewrecker rising to prominence. The Crown Prince allegedly had extramarital affairs during his marriage, abused his father-in-law, and the story behind his dismissal of his first wife is another scandalous drama. Albania, a small country in Southeast Europe, actually had a royal dynasty. Indeed, it did. Small as it is, it was a land that everyone wanted to control. Prince Leka II was born on March 26, 1982. He has a remarkably eventful grandfather, Zog, who went from being the youngest prime minister in history to president. In 1928, in a sudden political twist, he transformed the presidency into a monarchy, establishing the Zog dynasty. Zog chose a noblewoman 20 years his junior as his queen, a woman renowned for her dazzling beauty. He also had several exquisite pieces of jewelry made for her, including a tiara shaped like a goat's head. When World War II broke out, the Zogu dynasty fell. The queen fled into exile with her child, and most of the royal jewelry was later sold by descendants. Zog was extremely shrewd. He had already transferred the gold reserves and jewelry abroad, and the family settled in the United States. Life was not bad, but Zog's dream of a dynasty could not continue, and he soon passed away. To this day, Albania recognizes Leka II's title as Crown Prince and still respectfully refers to the last queen as the Queen Mother. The family maintains its royal dignity. Leka II often looks rather glum. He graduated from the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst in the UK and has worked in Albania's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Interior, and even as a presidential advisor, but never for long. There were rumors that he might run for president, but before he could assemble a team, the current president was already elected, leaving him with no impact in politics. Still, he remains wealthy. His palace in Albania looks like this, and his mansion in New Jersey looks like this. Unlike his grandfather, he never mastered the art of political maneuvering. He only learned how to find a young, beautiful wife. His first wife is actress Ilia Zoharia, born in 1983, from a prominent Albanian artistic family. Her parents and brother are well-known actors and directors. She met Crown Prince Leka while studying at a university in Paris. He was only a year older than her, looked older than his age, and came from a declining noble family. Ilia was a dazzling candidate for princess, talented and versatile, having acted in multiple plays and also worked as a singer. She carried herself gracefully, received an excellent education, and is fluent in French, English, and Italian. The couple got engaged shortly after meeting in 2010. Ilia devoted herself to accompanying Leka on visits, meeting royal family members, and attending award ceremonies on the red carpet. She also took over as head of the Queen Geraldine Foundation, a charitable organization caring for and supporting Albanian families and children. Ilia Zoharia managed to give a royal family, previously just a ceremonial title, a positive image and earn public trust. However, despite dating the Crown Prince for several years, they only married in 2016. At the wedding, Ilia wore a small sapphire tiara inherited from the royal family. Around 100 noble guests attended, including Prince Michael of Kent from the UK, Queen Sofia of Spain, and the President of Albania, giving the ceremony a grand presence. 4 years later, Ilia gave birth to a daughter, named Geraldine, in honor of the Crown Prince's grandmother, seemingly a heartwarming and happy moment. In reality, shortly after the child's baptism, rumors emerged that Leka had an affair with a new partner, a photographer he met during a professional collaboration. Ilia endured for more than a year until January 2024, when the royal family officially announced the divorce. Both parties agreed to end the marriage and jointly raise the little princess. The royal family values appearances, but in this case, they openly fell out. Lika wanted a quick divorce but refused to pay sufficient alimony and child support, leading to a contested divorce through legal proceedings. In March 2024, Ilia filed a high-profile lawsuit accusing Lika of domestic violence against her father. She returned home to find Lika arguing and physically abusing her 73-year-old father. She stepped in to stop him and called the police. The royal family claimed that Lika was attacked with a heavy object by his ex-wife and ex-father-in-law and submitted video footage as evidence. The video of the altercation surfaced online, showing the son-in-law and father-in-law clashing intensely, while Ilia rushed in, shouting at Lika, calling him a fraud. The court ruled that Lika and his ex-wife must maintain a distance of 5 meters from each other, and that any visits with the little princess must be supervised by a nanny. Lika was sentenced to 8 months in prison, suspended for 16 months, while Ilia's father received a suspended sentence. Lika assaulted an elderly man to the point of jail time. Clearly, he struck hard. His ex-wife's heartbreak was evident to all. When they first met, the Albanian royal family was just a declining noble house, and she devoted over a decade to supporting him and enhancing the family's reputation. In the end, she faced infidelity, a broken marriage, and her father being attacked. If the Crown Prince isn't a fraud, then what is he? In the first half of this year, the couple finally completed the legal proceedings. Ilia obtained custody of her daughter and a 257 square meter apartment registered under her daughter's name. She also owns a 134 square meter shop with a parking space, on the condition that she does not remarry or cohabit. Now 42, Ilia has returned to the performing arts. A recent film she starred in won an international award in Italy. She has also transitioned into a children's book author, recording promotional videos with her daughter, openly admitting that raising a child as a single mother is very challenging. Fearing that his ex-wife might remarry, Lika restricted her property rights, while he himself moved on quickly. In September last year, he publicly revealed his relationship with Blerta Celibashi. They hosted a charity gala at a mansion in New Jersey, holding hands, and the Crown Prince announced that the Queen Geraldine Foundation now had a new female patron. He even wrote on his new partner's birthday cake, "You are like my bright and sunny days." Blerta, 27, has an appearance with some Asian features. As a photographer, she often posts photos captioned "Turning life into pictures," and the couple is very good at showing off their affection. At official events, Blerta wore a loose, casual white shirt with tight pants, looking radiant. However, netizens criticized her for having a social media influencer vibe, saying she lacked the elegance and grace of Lika's ex-wife. During this period, Lika also celebrated his daughter's birthday with a Frozen-themed party. At the engagement ceremony with his second partner, he made sure to bring his daughter along, aiming to restore a public image of family stability. But the public remained skeptical, questioning whether he was selling jewelry for cash and using his daughter as a prop, arguing that he served only symbolically as both Crown Prince and father for the royal family and the household. The harder they tried to rebuild their image, the less believable it became. The glory of a century ago is long gone. The descendants of this declining royal house are now remembered only for infidelity, broken marriages, and a new partner rising to prominence.